My beloved child. Before you move even one step ahead, pause right here, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. It is not random. It is not something you clicked on by mistake. You were guided here for a reason. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a message, a sentence, something someone said about marriage, and when it was spoken, it didn't just surprise people, it shook them. It made them silent. It made them think deeply about everything they believed. And today, that same message has found its way to you. Listen carefully. Because this is not just about marriage, this is about your future, your heart, your story that is still unfolding. There was a moment, quiet, unexpected, when someone looked straight ahead and spoke words about marriage that no one was ready to hear. Not because it was wrong, but because it was too real, too honest, too powerful. And when those words were spoken, people around didn't react immediately. There was a pause, a deep silence, as if time itself stopped just to absorb what had been said. And right now, you are standing at the edge of that same realization. Don't skip. Because if you miss even a second, you might miss the exact moment that changes how you see everything. You see, most people think marriage is just about two people coming together, smiling, celebrating, promising forever. But what was said? What you are about to understand, goes far beyond that surface. It revealed something deeper. Something that many feel, but very few can explain. And when you finally hear it fully, you will realize why you had to be here, right now, listening. There is a reason your attention is locked in this moment. There is a reason you feel curious, almost pulled, like something inside you is whispering, keep going, don't leave yet. That feeling is not random. That feeling is guiding you. Because the truth is, your heart already knows that something about your journey in love, in commitment, in connection, is about to become clearer. And this message, it's not loud. It's not dramatic. But it is powerful enough to shift something inside you forever. Stay till the end. Because the moment you understand what was said, you will never look at marriage the same way again. You will see beyond the smiles, beyond the promises, beyond what people show on the outside. You will begin to understand what truly holds two souls together, and what silently breaks them apart. And right now, something is aligning. Something is preparing you to receive this truth. Don't skip. Because what comes next, is the exact point where everything starts to make sense. You may not realize it yet, but this message is not just for someone, it is connected to you. To your thoughts. To your feelings. To the questions you've been carrying, maybe without even saying them out loud. And that is why this moment feels different. That is why you are still here, listening, waiting, sensing that something big is about to be revealed. And you are right. Because what was said about marriage, was not about perfection. It was not about fairy tales. It was about something real, something raw, something that most people avoid talking about. And when it was finally spoken, everything changed. Stay right here. Because in the next part, You are going to hear the exact meaning behind those words, and why they caught everyone off guard. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, listen even more closely, because this is where everything shifts. There was a moment when those unexpected words about marriage were finally understood, and when people realized what they truly meant, it didn't just surprise them, it changed them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What that person said was simple, yet it carried a depth that most people spend their entire lives trying to understand. They said, "Marriage is not where love begins, it is where truth begins." And when those words were spoken, people didn't know how to react. Because suddenly, everything they believed about marriage felt incomplete. You see, many think marriage is the destination, the final step where everything becomes perfect. But what was revealed was something entirely different. Marriage is not the moment where everything becomes easy. It is the moment where everything becomes real. And that truth caught everyone off guard. Because it means the smiles are real, but so are the silences. The joy is real, but so are the questions. The connection is real, but so is the effort it takes to keep it alive. And right now, as you hear this, something inside you is beginning to understand. Don't skip. Because this is the part where your perspective begins to change. Most people enter marriage thinking they are choosing someone to live with. But what was revealed in that moment was this. You are choosing someone who will see every version of you. Not just the strong one. Not just the happy one. But also the quiet one, the uncertain one, the moments you don't show anyone else. And when that realization settled in, it became clear why those words were so powerful. Because marriage is not about finding someone perfect. It is about being seen completely. And still choosing to stay. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And here is where it becomes even deeper. Because what that person truly meant was something that very few people are ready to accept. Marriage doesn't hide your truth. It reveals it. Every small habit, every emotion, every thought you try to ignore. It all comes to the surface. And that is why those words created silence. Because suddenly, marriage was no longer just a dream. It became a mirror. A mirror that reflects who you truly are, and who you are becoming. And right now, you are beginning to see why this message reached you. Because maybe, just maybe, there are thoughts in your heart, questions about love, about commitment, about what it truly means to share your life with someone. And this message, it is answering those questions in a way you didn't expect. Don't skip. Because what comes next is even more surprising. Because the person didn't stop there. They continued. And what they said next made everything even more powerful. They said, "The right person doesn't complete you, they reveal you." And when those words were spoken, everything changed again. Because suddenly, love was no longer about filling a gap. It was about discovering a deeper version of yourself, through someone who walks beside you. And this This is why that moment caught everyone off guard. Because it removed the illusion and replaced it with something far more meaningful. Something real. Something lasting. And now, as you stand in this moment, listening, absorbing, feeling every word, you are getting closer to something important. Stay till the end. Because the next part will take this understanding even further, and reveal why this message is not just something you hear. It is something that will stay with you. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. But wait, because what came next is the part no one was prepared for. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After those powerful words, after the silence, after people began to realize what marriage truly means, there was one more truth shared. And this one didn't just surprise people. It stayed with them. It echoed in their minds long after the moment had passed. The person looked ahead, calm, steady, and said something that completely changed how everyone saw commitment. They said, "Marriage is not about never changing. It is about choosing each other through every change." And the moment those words were spoken, something shifted deeply. Because suddenly, the idea of forever was no longer about staying the same. It became about growing, evolving, and still choosing the same person, again and again. And right now, as you hear this, you can feel it. Don't skip. Because this is where it becomes personal. Most people think love is strong when everything is easy. When everything feels perfect. When everything flows without effort. But what was revealed in that moment was something far more powerful. Love is strongest when things are changing. When life moves in unexpected directions. When people grow into new versions of themselves. And still, they choose each other. Stay till the end. Because something inside you is starting to connect with this truth. You may not have put it into words before. But you have felt it. That quiet question. Will someone stay? Even when things are not the same? And this message, it answers that question. Because real connection is not about holding on to a fixed version of someone. It is about understanding that both of you will grow. And still deciding, every single day, to walk together. And this is why those words caught everyone off guard. Because they removed the illusion of perfect, unchanging love. And replaced it with something deeper. Something real. Something that lasts. Don't skip. Because what comes next will take this even further. Because the person didn't stop there. They continued, and what they revealed next made everything even more powerful. They said, "The strongest marriages are not built on constant happiness. They are built on quiet decisions that no one sees." And when those words were spoken, it hit differently. Because suddenly, the idea of strength in a relationship changed completely. It was no longer about big moments. It was about the small ones. The unseen choices. The quiet understanding. The patience. The presence. And right now, You are beginning to realize something important. Marriage is not about what the world sees. It is about what two people choose, when no one is watching. Stay till the end. Because this is not just a message. This is something that is aligning with your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own journey. And here is the truth that is slowly unfolding. This message reached you because you are ready to understand it. You are ready to see beyond the surface. You are ready to feel something deeper about love, about commitment, about what it truly means to share your life with someone. And this is only the beginning. Because in the next part, everything will come together. The meaning, the truth, the reason why this message found you at this exact moment. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, this is the moment everything comes together. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You've heard the words, you've felt the meaning. But now you are about to understand why this message didn't just surprise people. It transformed them. Because after everything that was said, after the silence, after the realization settled in, there was one final truth. And this truth, it didn't just explain marriage. It revealed why some connections last, and why others slowly fade away. The person paused, and then said something so simple, yet so powerful. Marriage is not held together by big promises. It is held together by small, consistent choices. And the moment those words were spoken, everything became clear. Because suddenly, people understood that love is not proven in one big moment. It is proven in the everyday moments. The quiet understanding. The patience. The effort. The decision to stay kind, even when it's not easy. And right now, you are beginning to see it too. Don't skip. Because this is the part where it becomes deeply personal. Think about it. It's not the grand gestures that define a lasting connection. It's the small things. The way someone listens. The way someone stays. The way someone chooses you, again and again, without needing a reason. And that is what caught everyone off guard. Because it means love is not something you find once. It is something you choose, every single day. Stay till the end. Because something inside you is aligning with this truth right now. You may not have realized it before. But this message, it is answering something within you. Maybe a question. Maybe a feeling. Maybe a quiet hope you never said out loud. And here is where it becomes even more powerful. Because this message is not just about understanding marriage. It is about understanding yourself. What you value. What you need. What you are willing to give, and what you are ready to receive. And that clarity, it changes everything. Don't skip. Because this final realization is the one that stays with you. The person who spoke those words didn't try to impress anyone. They didn't try to make it sound perfect. They simply spoke the truth. And that truth is this. A strong marriage is not built in one day. It is built in moments. Moments of choosing. Moments of understanding. Moments of staying, even when things are not perfect. And now, as you stand here, listening to this, feeling every word, you are no longer the same as when you started. Because something has shifted. Something has become clearer. And that is why this message found you. Not by chance. But at the exact moment you were ready to hear it. Stay till the end. Because this is not just a message you heard. This is a message you will remember. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, you understand why what someone said about marriage caught everyone off guard. Part 5. But even now, there is one more layer, something deeper that most people never reach. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because after everything that was said, after all the truths were revealed, there was still one question left in the air. Why did this message feel so personal? Why did it feel like it was speaking directly to you? And the answer is what makes this moment unforgettable. Because this was never just about marriage. It was about alignment. It was about timing. It was about understanding that the right connection in your life will not confuse you. It will not make you question your worth. It will not leave you uncertain about where you stand. And when that realization was spoken, people felt it deeply. Because suddenly, everything they had experienced in the past started to make sense. Every confusion. Every doubt. Every moment where something didn't feel right. It all pointed to one simple truth. The right connection doesn't create chaos, it creates clarity. Don't skip. Because this is the part where everything becomes crystal clear. You see, many people chase the idea of love. But what was revealed in that moment was this. Real love doesn't need to be chased. It naturally stays. It naturally grows. It naturally aligns. And when two people are truly meant to build something together, there is a sense of peace that doesn't need to be forced. Stay till the end. Because something inside you is recognizing this right now. Maybe you felt the difference before. The difference between something that feels uncertain and something that feels calm, steady, and real. And this message, it is helping you understand that difference clearly. Because marriage, at its core, is not about holding on tightly. It is about standing together freely. And that is what makes it strong. That is what makes it lasting. Don't skip. Because what comes next is the realization that changes everything. Because the person who spoke those words finally revealed the most powerful truth of all. They said, when something is right, it doesn't need to convince you, it naturally feels right. And those words, they didn't just surprise people. They gave them clarity. Because suddenly, there was no more confusion about what real connection looks like. It feels steady. It feels peaceful. It feels certain, without needing constant reassurance. And right now, You are beginning to feel that clarity too. You are beginning to understand what you truly deserve. Not something uncertain. Not something confusing. But something real. Something grounded. Something that grows stronger with time. Stay till the end. Because this is the moment where everything connects. This message found you. Because you are ready to see clearly. You are ready to understand the difference between illusion and truth. You are ready to recognize what truly matters. And that is why. Out of all the moments, out of all the messages, this one reached you. Because it was meant to. Don't skip. Because this final feeling, this clarity, this understanding. This is what stays with you. This is what changes how you see everything moving forward. And now, you understand completely why what someone said about marriage caught everyone off guard. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, you are ready for it. And now, this is the final realization, the one that changes everything forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because after all the words, after every truth, after every moment that made people stop and think, there was one last understanding that quietly settled into everyone's heart. And this understanding, it didn't just surprise them. It stayed with them. It became something they could never ignore again. The person who spoke about marriage looked ahead, calm, certain, and said something that no one expected, yet everyone needed to hear. They said, "The right marriage doesn't begin when you meet the right person. It begins when you become the right version of yourself." And in that moment, everything connected. Every word. Every truth. Every feeling. Because suddenly, it was no longer about searching endlessly, it became about becoming. Don't skip. Because this is where it becomes deeply personal for you. You see, many people wait for the perfect person to arrive. But what was revealed here is something far more powerful. The strongest connections are not built by chance. They are built when two people grow into the version of themselves that is ready, steady, and clear. And right now, this message is reaching you for a reason. Because you are not just listening. You are understanding. Stay till the end. Because something inside you is shifting. Maybe you are realizing that your journey has been preparing you. Preparing you to understand love in a deeper way. Preparing you to recognize what is real, and what is not. And this realization, it changes everything. Because now, you are not just waiting for something to happen. You are becoming someone who is ready when it does. Don't skip. Because this final truth is the one that stays with you long after this moment ends. Marriage is not just about finding someone who fits into your life. It is about building a life where both people grow, evolve, and rise together. And when that happens, there is no confusion. There is no doubt. There is only clarity. And that clarity, it is powerful. Stay till the end. Because this is the moment you fully understand why this message found you. It found you because you are ready to see things differently. You are ready to move forward with clarity, with understanding, with a deeper sense of what truly matters. And now, you are no longer just hearing these words. You are feeling them. You are carrying them. You are becoming them. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. And now, you understand completely. Not just what someone said about marriage, but why it caught everyone off guard. Because it wasn't just surprising. It was true. And now, that truth is with you. Now, take a deep pause, because this is not just the end, this is the moment that stays with you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You've heard every word, you've felt every truth, but now, you are about to understand the one thing that changes how you see everything from this point forward. Because after all the revelations, after all the clarity, there was one final realization that no one could ignore. And when it settled in, it didn't just surprise people. It awakened them. The person who spoke those words didn't raise their voice, didn't try to convince anyone, they simply said something so calm, yet so powerful, that it echoed in every heart present. They said, "Marriage doesn't reveal who you are at your best, it reveals who you choose to be when it matters most." And in that moment, everything became real. Because suddenly, love was no longer about perfect moments. It became about meaningful choices. Don't skip. Because this is where everything becomes deeply personal for you. Think about it. Anyone can be kind when everything is easy. Anyone can smile when everything is going well. But what truly defines a connection is who you choose to be when things are not perfect. When patience is required. When understanding is needed. When silence speaks louder than words. And that is what makes a bond unbreakable. Stay till the end. Because something inside you is recognizing this truth right now. Maybe you are realizing that real love is not loud. It is steady. It is not rushed. It is intentional. It is not uncertain. It is clear. And this message, it has been guiding you to this exact realization. Don't skip. Because this is the final layer. Because the truth about marriage is not something you just understand once. It is something you live, every single day. And now, you are beginning to see it clearly. You are beginning to feel what truly matters. Not the noise. Not the illusion. But the quiet strength of a real connection. And here is the final truth. The one that ties everything together. The one that explains why those words caught everyone off guard. Marriage is not about finding something extraordinary outside. It is about creating something meaningful within. Within yourself. Within your choices. Within the way you show up, every single day. And when two people do that together, that is where something truly powerful is built. Stay till the end. Because this is not just a message you heard. This is a message that found you. At the right time. In the right moment. For the right reason. And now. You are not the same person who started this video. Because something has shifted. Something has become clearer. Something has become stronger inside you. Don't skip. Because this final feeling. This clarity. This understanding. This is what stays with you. This is what guides you forward. And now. You don't just know why what someone said about marriage caught everyone off guard. You understand it. You feel it. You carry it. Something huge is waiting for you. And now. You are ready. And now, this is not just the ending, this is the moment that seals everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because after everything you've heard, after every truth that's slowly unfolded, there is one final realization that brings it all together in a way no one expects. And this realization, it doesn't just stay in your mind. It stays in your life. There was a quiet understanding, a final clarity that settled in, and when people truly felt it, they realized something they had never seen before. The person who spoke about marriage didn't add more words, didn't explain further. They simply left one final thought. And that thought, it completed everything. They said, the right marriage doesn't feel like a question, it feels like an answer. And in that moment, everything made sense. Because suddenly, all the confusion people carried, all the doubts, all the endless questions about love, they disappeared. Not because everything became perfect, but because everything became clear. Don't skip. Because this is where it becomes real for you. You see, when something is truly right, it doesn't leave you guessing. It doesn't leave you wondering where you stand. It doesn't make you question your value. Instead, it brings a quiet certainty, a calm understanding, a steady feeling that doesn't need to prove itself again and again. And that is what caught everyone off guard. Because it means real love is not loud confusion. It is silent clarity. Stay till the end. Because something inside you is recognizing this truth right now. Maybe you felt moments where things didn't feel clear. Where you had to question, where you had to think twice. And now, you understand why. Because what is real doesn't create doubt. It creates understanding. Don't skip. Because this final realization is the one that stays with you. Marriage, at its deepest level, is not about finding answers in someone else. It is about becoming so clear within yourself, that when the right connection appears, you recognize it instantly. Without fear. Without confusion. Without hesitation. And that is powerful. Stay till the end. Because this is the moment everything settles. You are no longer searching for noise. You are understanding silence. You are no longer chasing uncertainty. You are recognizing clarity. And that shift, it changes everything. Because now, you know what to look for. You know what to feel. You know what truly matters. And this message, it didn't just come to you randomly. It came to you because you are ready. Ready to understand. Ready to recognize. Ready to move forward with clarity. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. And now, you don't just know why what someone said about marriage caught everyone off guard. You have experienced it. You have understood it. You have felt it. And from this moment, you will never see it the same way again. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, you are ready for it. And now, listen carefully, because this is not just another part, this is the moment that quietly changes everything inside you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You've come this far, you've felt every word, but now, something deeper is about to be revealed, something that most people never truly understand. Even after hearing everything. Because after all the truths, after all the clarity, there was still one final shift left. A realization so subtle, yet so powerful, that it didn't just surprise people. It stayed with them, long after the moment ended. The person who spoke those words about marriage, didn't raise their voice, didn't add drama. They simply said, "Marriage doesn't succeed because everything is perfect. It succeeds because both people decide that it matters." And in that moment, everything became still. Because suddenly, love was no longer about luck. It became about intention. Don't skip. Because this is where it becomes real for you. Think about it. Anything can feel good in the beginning. Anything can seem right when everything is new. But what makes something last is the decision that it matters, even when it's not easy, even when it's quiet, even when no one is watching. And that is what caught everyone off guard. Because it means the strength of a marriage is not found in big promises. It is found in small decisions, repeated over time. Stay till the end. Because something inside you is beginning to connect with this truth right now. You may be realizing that what truly lasts is not built on excitement alone. It is built on consistency, on presence, on choosing to show up, again and again, without needing a reason. And this message, it is showing you something powerful. Because now, you are beginning to understand that real connection is not something that happens once. It is something that is chosen, every single day. Don't skip. Because this next realization is the one that changes how you see everything moving forward. Because the person continued, and what they said next was quiet, simple, but unforgettable. They said, "When two people both decide that it matters, nothing can easily break what they build." And those words, they didn't just sound meaningful. They felt real. Because suddenly, There was no mystery left. No confusion. Only clarity. Because what is built with intention, with care, with consistent choice, becomes strong in a way that doesn't fade. Stay till the end. Because this is the moment you fully understand why this message reached you. It reached you because you are ready to understand the difference between something that feels temporary and something that is truly lasting. You are ready to see beyond the surface, to recognize what truly matters. And that understanding, it changes everything. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. And now, you don't just hear these words. You feel them. You carry them. You understand them in a way that stays with you. Because what someone said about marriage was not just surprising. It was real. And now, that reality is part of you.